Well, we are back here again with the marvelous Jeannie, the Wonder Woman. You're going to see that right here. Well, Richard, tell us what a Wonder Woman she is. And even though you were wondering how she's going to come out, she ended up coming out pretty dang good. So you tell us about it.
Well, she certainly did. And you have to realize that Jeannie has been active to excess her entire life. She lived in the gym. She was in tremendous shape. She ate well. She took care of herself.
Let's show them this picture. Okay, Richard, what we're doing. See this picture here? That is her on the bottom. Look at those arms. Makes me look like a weirdo. Look at that. Look at that. She's gorgeous. Look at that here. Okay, so she was always in tremendous shape, and also for 20 years you worked for a physical therapist company, right?
Yes.
So she was around all this stuff. It shouldn't have happened to her. If it was going to happen to anybody, it shouldn't happen to her. So go ahead. I don't mean to interrupt you, Richard. We want to make sure they know what a great product this lady was, and then all at once she had that problem. And that's the type of people that you wouldn't think would ever have that problem. You know, she did everything to not have it. So go ahead.
And it was frustrating because we couldn't get to the bottom of it. With all the effort that we put into it and with all the specialists we went to, they just couldn't determine what was wrong with her. And she kept going further and further downhill. And even people we knew, they felt she was going to die. They suddenly didn't want to see her anymore because it was just so sad to them.
Or she couldn't even hardly hold anything in her hands.
She couldn't.
Nothing.
She couldn't. If she held something, it would just drop. I had to cut food for her because she couldn't hold a knife. We went out for dinner that we didn't cook a meal for over a year because she couldn't cook.
So you would go in and have dinner, just leave her in the car?
Sometimes.
There's no point in taking her in.
Some of the drive-through we did.
Oh, okay. Yeah, drive-through. I understand now.
But she preferred the restaurant, so we did a lot of that. And at any rate, we finally determined what it was with her trips to LA. They finally diagnosed her correctly with rheumatoid arthritis. And
it's called RA, right?
It
Rheumatoid arthritis, RA.
And what it is, it's an autoimmune disease where your body attacks itself. So it attacks your joints in this case, and it destroys them. And that differs from orthoarthritis, where you may have had an injury and calcium grows there and you lose flexibility.
Osteoarthritis.
Osteo, okay. And this is just completely different. It's like lupus, and what else, Jen? What other diseases like that?
And MS, there's just so many, I couldn't even tell you, but they're just the ones that you would probably recognize would be, especially MS, lupus, you hear a lot of lupus. And
those are the big ones.
Those are really
those
the
are the
big
common immune system functional diseases.
Right, and that's the autoimmune. And the RA is, you become so inflamed that you really have to stop the inflammation and the progression of joint damage. So that has to be done very, very quickly, and that's why you need to find a rheumatologist that gives you the correct treatment to correct that. And then once you start to correct that, then things begin to turn back, that you become, the hands begin to hopefully open, your joints begin to move, you get more fluid, range of motion becomes to come back, but you have to do your part as well. And by doing other therapies such as Robey.
Let's talk about Robey for one second. Robey, how did you get into this picture? I mean, you are one of the mastermind team here that helped this lady get her life back and become the Wonder Woman she was before. So how did you fit into this, and how did they get a hold of you? And tell us what you do, and specifically what you did for her, and what you could do for others.
Sure. Madame et Monsieur is the name of my company. We have our clinics and locations in 6 different countries, all over the world, where we actually work more in the beauty industry, beautifying the body through intensive blood circulation therapies, detoxing after therapy, and muscle rehabilitation. But at the same time, our clients, patients, as we can call them, will find the benefit of revitalize their bodies where there's toxic waste in the body through all the chemicals coming in. Now, Jeannie, you met Ria, my wife, at a health fair.
Yes.
And then you came over to my clinic in Green Valley. That's right. I remember the first day when
right.
she was there.
Sorry, we'll leave it
You
in
could
there.
barely open your hands.
Yes.
She couldn't open her hands, and I said, Jeannie, we can help you because we can use our electrodes onto those areas where there's a lack of blood circulation coming through. The moment you pump blood circulation through the human body, you rejuvenate it, because blood circulation in the human body is the transportation vehicle in the body. It takes the nutrients from as you eat the food, and transport it through to every living protoplasm cell, and transport the oxygen that you're breathing into your lungs and bring it. It's like taking a hose in the garden and feeding the flowers water. So it brings, that's why we're getting older and we're sitting more, we have less blood circulation, our bodies are starting deteriorating, all the sicknesses coming in, and we're losing our muscle toning, because the muscle needs nutrients and blood circulation. Now with Jeannie's situation is her body was a lot of toxic waste in through the chemicals that brings in the sicknesses in our body, and through our therapies you actually create the blood circulation, the detox, the muscle toning, the muscle rehabilitation, which is all FDA cleared muscle rehabilitation and blood circulation.
Let me just
And
share
it
one thing.
rejuvenates your body.
Rejuvenate.
Absolutely.
But the type of people you work with UFC fighters.
Yes,
You work with beauty queens.
Absolutely. We're very proud to say at our company, we've, over the number of years we are operating in the different countries, we've had already 5 girls that took the Miss Universe title that went through our hands on our treatments. So we can do those sculpting and toning on the body, which you just cannot get through physical exercise.
So you can fine-tune the body
Absolutely.
through this.
Spot
It's called
treatments.
Electro-Slim technology.
That's right.
Okay, a lot of us haven't heard of that before.
That's right.
Electro-Slim technology.
Well, the Electro-Slim technology is a name. It's patented to our company called Monsieur, and we use it so nobody else can actually offer it. It's our secret protocol that we use. And also, while we're talking about it, we help a lot of children with child obesity. We have a child of 12 years old and lost 75 pounds on our program. We completely rejuvenate old, young, fit, beautiful children, everybody. So it's open for everybody.
I'm going to tell you, when I went in there, I'm going to try to look the way I looked when I went in there. I went in there and I looked like that. That's how I looked when I went in there. And after 3 treatments, just 3 treatments, look, oh, I need some more treatments. I'm sorry.
See, I do miracles.
need more. It didn't work good. I need more treatments.
I'll wait for you tonight.
But anyway, you, through this rejuvenating of the blood and what you do with this special exercise, you were able to bring her vitally back to life.
Absolutely. Look at her.
Yes.
Look at her.
Yeah, but then I referred her to Dr. Brewer to help me further from there.
Yes, he did. I'm so excited that Robey said, okay, we've done this, continue to do this, but let's take you to the next level. And he introduced me to Dr. Brewer, and Dr. Brewer certainly helped me to turn another
Corner.
Yeah.
Another advantage
just
of getting better.
another advantage, seriously, to the next level to get better. And I'm so excited that I met him. I continue on this program to this day, and to the day I'm no longer here. So I will
And we're
do
going to
that.
talk to Dr. Brewer in about 1 minute. Until then, Richard, what else can you bring to this right now that helps us to understand what she went through?
The biggest thing for anybody listening to this that has similar problems to recognize is that to recover, it has to be a multifaceted approach. You can't just go to a doctor and take the medication that they're going to give you. You have to go further, and we're going to get into more of that as we continue.
Yeah, Dr. Brewer will explain that to us as we did that. So the excitement is there, and we're also going to get to Cindy back here, who's going to show us some very unique things to make us feel good. You guys don't want to miss this here, because if you watch this here, you will end up being beautiful. Not this one, this one. This is beauty. This is beauty. Okay, this is beauty. See you in a minute. Don't forget to come back. Bye.
You are about to meet